All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, in the past, traditional rulers or monarchs were held in high regard by all Nigerians, including politicians, because of the role they played in upholding morals and ensuring the sanity and stability of the society. But nowadays, traditional rulers have become worshippers of money, and consequently, they have become tools in the hands of evil politicians and political parties. Imagine a monarch persuading people to vote APC in the 2023 presidential election after 8 disastrous years of Buhari because he had gone to bed with the APC politicians. But here we are after 7 months of TINUBU. Insecurity has hit Nigeria on a different level. People are getting killed and kidnapped on a daily basis. But guess what? Tinubu's media aide came out yesterday to say that the news of kidnapping and banditry were exaggerated by the media, that the media must stop reporting those kind of stuff, that they are discouraging foreign investors, that what is the big deal about insecurity happening in few areas in Nigeria. And Nigerians were provoked by his utterances. And it seems the kidnappers were too. And to prove that the media has not been exaggerating, few hours ago, the kidnappers struck again in a monumental manner. It was only few days ago that bandits killed 2 traditional rulers in Ekiti State. Now, they have hit Kwara State and wreaked havoc on another traditional ruler and his family. Before I show you what they did and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this update. Tinubu's vice, Kashim Shettima, while making a speech, alluded to an imminent implosion of the Nigerian economy. And looking at how bad the economy is, it is actually near an implosion. In the speech, Shettima said he was sad and heartbroken that Nigerians were sharing the news of the exchange rate hitting 1,500 naira to $1. He said instead of Nigerians to coagulate, to come together as one and begin to fight it out, they began acting like clowns on Twitter, celebrating an impending implosion of the Nigerian economy. And as soon as that video dropped, Nigerians came for him and began blasting him. See the video.
It is not only disheartening and disenchanting, but stupefying and heartbreaking that yesterday when the naira plummeted to 1,500 to the dollar, instead of us to coalesce into a single force and salvage our nation's economy, sadly, some clowns are celebrating on Twitter about impending implosion of the Nigerian economy.
You heard that? The audacity. He said, instead of us to come together with who? And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here says, so we should pour ashes on our body and start wailing because you and your principal have refused to fulfill your responsibilities. What is he even smoking? And Oladimeji here replied, he is smoking grade A weed from Borno. And this tweet here says, are Twitter and social media the economic policies that you should be concerned about? That is it. They have nothing to offer other than to be following media propaganda up and down. And this tweet here says, a clown that was a governor when school children were kidnapped in hundreds in his state is here abusing citizens of complaining of hard times. I blame the dons that voted and rigged these people in. That is it. And this tweet here says, he sounds defeated. Yes. Chai. So last, now for Tinubu hand, Nigerian economy won't implode. Everybody would have sworn it would be Buhari. I'm telling you, this one is even worse. And this tweet by Prince Tola says, stop moaning and do your job. That is it. And Monday here says, nobody is celebrating anything. You are the real clown, occupying office of hardworking people, doing nothing. Refuse to resign upon challenges that is beyond you. Let's know how long it will last. It can only get worse because you have no business in economy. Good for nothing. Chai. And this tweet by Ostino says, the biggest clowns are the ones who made it to fall. The biggest clowns are the ones who lied to us that Naira will regain its value once they get into office. The worst clowns are the ones who fraudulently stole their way into office. That is it. And this tweet by Hakim says, a clown himself is a clown no less. At least the 2-cent intellectual was honest about the implosion of the economy. And that is the part that I'm getting to. This administration has been telling Nigerians to endure the hardship, that they were going to get the economy back in shape, giving the impression that things were under control. But in that speech, Shettima gave them out. The economy is about to implode, about to collapse, and Shettima looked defeated in that video. Honestly, I don't know how this country is going to look in another 3 months from now. Now, let us look at the update on bandits and kidnappers' attack on a traditional ruler in Kwara State. Look at how the papers reported it. Bandits kill traditional ruler, abduct wife in Kwara. Bandits have killed a traditional ruler in Kwara. They also took away his wife. A source revealed on Thursday night that the monarch, simply identified as Onikoro of Koro in Ekiti local government of the state, was attacked in a failed kidnap attempt before he was shot dead. The source, who could not give further details of the attack, told the Gazette that the bandits kidnapped the wife of the monarch after dumping his corpse. The monarch was killed while his wife and others were moved away by the gunmen, he said. The spokesman for police in Kwara, Ejire Adeton Adeyemi, could not be immediately reached for comment. The killing and kidnap came days after suspected killer headsmen killed 2 Ekiti traditional rulers and abducted some school children. David Ogunshakin, Election of Esho Ekiti, and Olatunde Olushola, Onimojo of Imojo Ekiti, were killed in an ambush while returning from a security meeting. Now, these guys are in Kwara State, they are in Ekiti State, they are in Ondo State, they are all over the Southwest, these bandits and Fulani headsmen. And now they are targeting traditional rulers. And from traditional rulers, who knows the hierarchy of the society that they will move to. This is called the consequences of bad governance going round. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here says, why are they attacking traditional rulers in the Southwest? This is disturbing. Well, I don't know. Oyeni here says, things are getting serious. What is the difference between this administration and the previous one? Emelie Victor answered, names and the people in charge. Yes, only the names and the people in charge. If not, this is the same thing Nigeria was experiencing, but at a worse level now with this administration. And this tweet by Jimoh Rashid says, it is clear now that this criminality ravaging us is from government itself, and the reason is best known to them. But one thing is certain, citizens will soon take their destiny in their own hands, and once that happens, government will lose its relevance. Oh, and this tweet by Omotolani says, that is the way it is. Our Obas should stop supporting evil. They should stop being politicians' carpet beggars. They should go back to their roots. Sunday Igboho came out to fight for the Yorubas. Some of our Obas were saying nonsense. When Sunday Igboho came out, took Yoruba boys, young boys, armed them, and began going after these Fulani terrorists, some Obas were against him. They said, no, he shouldn't scatter Nigeria so that Tinubu can come and become president. Do you know the agreement that he has with these Fulanis? Now look at the kind of boldness with which these people are operating within the Southwest. This is not ordinary. And this tweet by Paul says, you people keep making this look complicated. What is happening in Nigeria today is not banditry, it's Islamic jihad. Well, and this tweet here says, abeg, sing our national anthem. Oh yeah, on your mandate we shall stand. That was what the National Assembly was singing when they ought to be thinking about impeachment. Now, this insecurity is going round. And this tweet here says, Yoruba and Fulani are brothers and sisters. They know how to settle themselves by blood sucking. Now then be Muslim ticket. What is the effect of it now? And this may sound insensitive because you may say, why are they mocking them at this period that a man just lost his life? But we cannot run away from this kind of argument. We cannot run away from this kind of positions. During the elections, we saw the right man that would have come to power, and at least we would have started facing these problems honestly, genuinely, transparently as a nation. But people brought in a lot of issues, and even after that man got the most votes in that election, those same sentiments helped the APC politicians to manipulate the process. Anyway, that is the present state of Nigeria. That is the present pathetic state of Nigeria under the APC. Yesterday, the director of Federal Housing Authority, Mr. Ando Va, was kidnapped, and in his case, kidnappers went into his house in Abuja to kidnap him. You can imagine the audacity. 3 traditional rulers have been killed now. Pupils were abducted in Ekiti State, and the abductors are demanding for 100 million naira ransom to have them released. Pupils and their teachers and a driver. 2 girls were abducted in Abuja yesterday. Abductors want 30 million naira to have them released. Yet, Tinubu's media aide, Bayo Onanuga, thinks that it is all an exaggeration. As a matter of fact, he said there is no need putting these things out like that in the media, that it will affect the reputation of the country. That is his position, a lack of empathy. And that is what you get with the APC in power. I have said it every single day. These guys spend more in office. It is detrimental to the growth, to the development of this country, and even to the future of the children yet unborn. And until Nigerians get them out of office, we will never have the freedom and the good governance that we all so desire. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una na I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go.